What's up, everybody? I'm Dominique.
And I am Brandy, and we are your hosts of Hey Fave, a weekly podcast where two best friends get together and talk about everything and nothing at the same time. What's up? What's up? What's up? Martin! I'm the man. Sorry. What's going on, y'all?
Hola, people. I hope you're well.
Yes.
Such a hard breath.
I know. Y'all, excuse me breathing into the mic. I be trying to move it, but it only be like my sound effects, like when I'm giving deep breaths. I'm not just here, just breathing off.
Like yeah, that's why I was just pointing out that was just a really big exhale. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay, so I hope you're well. Also, are you good?
Yes.
Good. Last week we were sharing customer service horror stories. And we have a few more we wanted to share with you guys. So we're just going to jump right in and keep on continuing with that.
Yes.
Now this one wasn't really a customer service issue. This, we remember at the beginning of the last one we were talking about, sometimes customers be cutting up as well. So I think that's really what this one is right here. The customer was upset because the lady had to go have a baby. Pretty much.
Basically.
Good. Hey, I'm just letting you know that I need to cancel your appointment for tomorrow.
You're kidding, right?
No, I need to cancel you tomorrow. I went to see my doctor yesterday, and he said I'm 3 centimeter dilated, so I need to go give birth tomorrow.
Okay. Well, did you tell him that I already had an appointment scheduled? You have clients, right? You need to take care of them. I can't believe this.
I'm sorry, but he want me because I'm dilated, so I have to cancel you. I don't have a choice, girl.
No, you can wait a couple of days. No. Julie, really?
Yes, girl.
To me, I get my eyelashes done all the time, and I can't believe that you would just do that. That's just wow.
Well, you can go ahead and cheat on me this time because I gotta go give birth, girl. I can't hold this baby back. If the baby needs to come, they need to come.
Okay, well, have fun.
Okay, all right. I guess I'll see you when I get back.
I don't know about that, but we'll see.
All right. Bye. Oh my God. She is so entitled.
You see?
Yeah.
Oh no, wait till you have the baby.
I know.
Just
we were talking about like how you could be a good customer, and that is not it. Like the audacity and inconsideration of people, like the entitlement. Like, what do you mean? Did you tell him I had an appointment? I get my lashes done all the time. How could you do this to me? What do you mean? How could you do this to me? I am literally having a baby. Like, it's not like she just up and decided, all right, I'm canceling my clients. Like, she's already dilated. And then you got the nerve to tell her, oh, you can wait a couple of days. Girl.
Like she got control over her birth.
If the baby is ready, the baby is ready. Like, what if she wait a couple of days and then doggone it, she's in labor while she's trying to do your lashes? Then what? You gonna be like, no, just hold on, hurry up and finish real quick? Like, even so she had a client, for those of y'all not watching and just listening, it sounds like she does lashes and hair and stuff because she has a client getting her hair done in her chair, and even the client is looking like, what? And then for her to be like, I'm sorry, I'll see you when I come back. And she's like, I don't know about that. As her, as the professional, I wouldn't want you to come back.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Like,
Okay. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Well, first of all, I don't like when people can be that comfortable where you put your feet up on the chair while I'm getting
oh,
my hair
God.
done. But on the other hand, yes, that client was definitely in the wrong and has lost her mind.
Like, I
She has lost
understand.
her
Oh,
mind.
man, I had an appointment. Now what am I gonna do? But she even told you, it's okay. You can go to somebody else this time. I won't be mad.
And on the other hand, look like they have a nice salon. I probably would have seen if she wanted somebody else in the salon to do it
Mm-hmm.
or something. Um, I don't even know. I just the
You
nerve.
you can't you wait a couple of days? No, not even can't you. You can wait a couple of days. How you gonna tell me if the like I would want my stylist to go ahead and do her thing and take care. Like I feel like I would understand. Like one, that's not in her control, but two, like they still got to go take care of themselves too.
I have no words because I don't have no words because how dare you
Yeah,
make her
no.
try to stop her going into birth, into labor. So you can get your lashes done. And there's many people that do lashes. And I understand people who have a certain person that they go
Mhm.
to for certain things. But
Mhm.
this one time, ma'am,
Mhm.
you can't find somebody else. I know it's upsetting to have your appointment canceled, but
It's not like she's just being lazy or being selfish and canceling it for no
yeah,
reason. Like her
this
doctor
is
literally said, "Come in because you're already dilated." Like,
right. This is an actual act of God. You can't stop. I have to put that in my policy and in my contract because like literally if something happens that's out of my control, like yeah, that was out of her control, ma'am. And
yeah. Like,
the baby.
so it don't be just the stylist cutting up. It be sometimes the clients be.
Most of the time be the clients, but no, it be half and half. It be 50-50 because
Oh
and then
yeah,
the saying the client is always right, the customer's
not
always right.
always. Not when they
I
cut up
hate
like that.
whoever. I understand where y'all was coming from, and I've been in customer service before, but absolutely not. Absolutely not. But
Now,
we should still, keep our composure
yeah,
as if they are right. Absolutely. Maybe that's what y'all meant, but
that's what I was about to say. Like they might not be right, but you still should treat them right.
yeah,
Um.
because
So yeah, I was trying to think of that, like, cause we didn't have a lot of we personally haven't had like just a lot of bad experiences, but and we were talking a lot about like the business or the worker being the problematic one. So I was trying to think of some where the client has been the problem, and it's like I don't know what the argument be, but like you've seen like the videos at fast food restaurants where somebody reach across the counter and slap the person. I'm like, so that be happening. And then matter of fact, I did see a video in a hair salon. It was like an older lady. She walked in there fussing. I don't know if she was in the chair and then she stood up and started cussing at everybody and like threatened to swing on somebody. It was like it was something like that. And it's like, wait, lady.
I've
Wait.
seen a couple videos where clients have gone to get their nails done and then they try to run out without paying.
Oh
I've
no.
seen that a couple times.
Well, like I don't understand why you would do that to somebody.
It's
That's
just I,
like they sat there and spent their time and then
their products, their materials, and their time on your nails, on your nasty, disgusting, smelly nails, and don't know where your hands been, and you're gonna not pay me and try to leave? Yeah,
Lord.
no, it's a no for me. It's a no for me. But yeah, customers, clients can be wrong too, and they can
Mhm.
sometimes they can try to get over on you. So yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I didn't like that, ma'am. Ma'am, really?
Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
Now I think these next two are more of a like, what would you do, or who was wrong type situation.
Okay.
First there was, oh, it's like a lady that makes cakes or whatever, and um one of her loyal customers had a request, had a last minute order.
Okay.
She hadn't heard from her, and she ends up not making the order or whatever.
Mm.
But I want you guys to hear the whole scenario, and then we can
Yeah.
get into who was right and who was wrong.
Story time about how I lost my loyal client. I had a client who would religiously place several orders with me per year. This particular time, she reached out to me on a Friday morning for a cake that she needed on Tuesday. So I told her, no problem. She's a loyal. Of course, I can make this last minute happen. She told me she would send the payment the second we hung up. She did not send the payment. A couple of hours went by. I sent her a message. Hey, don't forget to send the money. I need to order the supplies. No reply. I sent another one a couple of hours later, and by this time I noticed the messages had been read, but she did not respond. I sent one more message that night, and she did not reply. Saturday, I sent the message and I called, and Sunday, I sent the message and I called, no reply. Monday, around 6 p.m., she called me and told me her phone was messed up. She was so sorry, but she needed to pick the cake up on Tuesday, and she wanted to send the money right then. I told her I was sorry, I had not heard back, and that I did not make the cake. She told me I was dead wrong. As much money as she spent with me in the past, I knew she was good for it, and since she has not placed another order, so I did lose that long-term client. So now I'm wondering, was she right? Was I wrong?
So was who was right, who was wrong?
The client was wrong because, and the reason why, well, the client was wrong. First of all, this is to me making a cake. I don't know how long it makes cake, but the lady, it looks like she could do it. She said she could do it in 4 days. Was it 4 days? Three,
Whatever
four
the time
days.
limit was.
Yeah. To make a cake, I know you have, yes, you got to get supplies ordered because you don't have everything in stock. So they may be asking for a specific theme and they have to get the materials for it. And she probably didn't have it, which your booking pays for that. Okay. Pays for your cake and pays for the materials. And I feel like the client, no, the client was wrong. First of all, you waited, that was, to me, that was a, you waited too late to ask her to do that,
You
and it
talking
was
about
a
her
weekend.
original order? She waited too late, or when she finally hit her up and
Mm,
was like,
no, when she called the first time, it was like, hey, was it on a Friday? Was it
"Sure."
Friday? She called saying, hey, I need a cake and I need it by Monday.
Mm,
First of all, that's a weekend. You don't know
mhm,
what she doing. She could be having something else planned, and you're asking her at a late time.
mhm,
But the lady said she could do it, so I guess that's fine.
mhm.
Um, and then the fact that you didn't respond after she sent you or tried to communicate with you that, hey, book, I have to get materials, and still double checking with you throughout the weekend, and you still didn't respond, and then you
Mhm.
decided you want to respond on the day that you got to.
The
No.
night before, she hit her up the night before and was planning to.
Yeah.
So she hit her up Monday evening and was planning to come pick up the cake Tuesday.
No. Yeah. No. No, ma'am. No.
Well, I
You
think
didn't have
where,
no communication. None whatsoever.
yeah, I think the first place she messed up was she said she was going to send the deposit as soon as they hung up, and she didn't. Because I feel like that would have taken care of then the rest of it would have been eliminated.
Yeah,
Whether she
she would have
answered
got
the
it
phone or
done.
not, she would have still had what she needed to start on the cake, and then the question just would have been, "Are you still coming to get it?" Instead of, "Hey, I haven't even started." Some people in the comments were saying like, since she's a loyal customer and like you said yourself, or like she was good for it, you should have just went ahead and you paid for the supplies, and
Nope.
like then when she pays you, like you just pay yourself back pretty much, or they're like you should
Nope.
have. And so then I was wondering if like that was the case.
No,
Like,
no.
should the
I
fact
understand that you are a loyal customer. Maybe you'll get a discount or anything. But still, even with my loyal customers that come back to me to get pictures done, they still have to pay a deposit. For some who have been coming to me for years, they'll get a certain discount,
Mhm.
but it's never like, oh, I do the job first and then later I'll pay you or later I'll book. No, because if I don't have your booking, then your date is not scheduled. It's not scheduled. I don't have a date. You can't just call me and say, hey, can you hold this date? I cannot hold a date. You have to book. You got to do the book the session, the deposit, and that will hold your date. Because sometimes before I started charging a booking fee, when I first started, like people wouldn't come or they say they was coming and then they'll cancel out and then I somebody wanted that same date and I told them no. So now I had to put a booking fee on it. So yeah, and then sometimes again, booking fee for me is if I need to go get materials, locks in your date,
Mhm.
and things like that. Like it's like a prep for the session.
Mhm.
So I understand where the lady was coming from. I understand you a loyal customer. That is great. Awesome. Thank you for being a loyal customer. But and no. Because if you a loyal customer to Coach or Gucci, they not just gonna give you a bag and be like, yes, because she coming here all the time. We're just gonna give her the bag and we know she's gonna come back and pay. Like treat regular like your local businesses and friends' business and whatever your business, just like these other companies out here. You would never do Gucci or Coach like that, Louis Vuitton. You wouldn't do them like that. Bath and Body
No.
Works. You wouldn't do them like Starbucks. You wouldn't do them like that.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
'Cause doesn't like some of these high end, like, don't they have a service where they let you preview items and pick which ones you're gonna keep, and then that's what they charge you for? Don't some of them
Oh, I don't know nothing about that. And then again, I
like
don't
if
shop
you have
high
an
end either. So
if if you
Coach
have
doesn't. I
like
I get Coach, but
if you have an account with them, I'm trying to think of that brand. It's not
mm-mm.
Gucci, but it's one of those. But it's like if
Yeah,
you
it must be
already
one of
have
them
an account with
high
them,
ends.
it's like you tell them what you're looking for and they pull a bunch of items, but like they only charge you for the ones like if you have a personal shopper or something with that store, like
Mm.
they'll pull the items and then they'll charge you for the ones you want to keep.
Oh yeah, I haven't made it there yet. No.
Mm.
My money stops at Coach
Oh my lord.
right
Um,
now. But
goodness.
yeah, I probably would never. I probably never go to Celine. That is it. I'll go to Celine. Other than that, you ain't gonna catch me in the mother stores. It's just it's not appealing to me. I don't like the Gucci and the Louis Vuitton, and that's just me.
It's
But
not one of them, but it's like high end. Like I just can't think of it's
oh,
one of the
it's
popular ones. It's like it's be a basic T-shirt. And it costs,
regardless.
uh, but yeah,
Treat all businesses the same because people be thinking, oh, because I am a loyal or because I'm your friend or family, oh, I can give me the hookup until, but it's no, no,
well,
no.
I think
Mm-mm.
that her not paying the deposit when she said she would, and then all communication stopped is what the issue. Because I feel like a loyal customer, you do think, oh, this person's good. I feel like in some cases you would be like, oh, she's good for it. Let me go ahead and start. So I'm like, what? Okay, what if she had the supplies though? What if she didn't need to go buy the supplies? What if she had on hand what she needed to start the cake? Should she have just started it, or should she have still waited for the deposit to start on it? Especially when she knew it was a rush order.
I don't know. I don't know. I guess that depends on how lenient she is to her clients who come back over and over again.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
And like, I don't think she was wrong. Like I understand why she didn't, because okay, let's say she went ahead and foot the bill to get started, and she was just going to use the final payment to reimburse herself, and she's trying to get confirmation and check in with this lady and no response. Let's say she doesn't respond even by Tuesday, and so now she's made this cake for what? So then she's out of money. But
I just feel like communicate, guys.
yeah,
Communicate.
so that's
Like
where, like, I think the customer she was legit wrong. She didn't pay. She literally said, "I'm gonna pay you as soon as we hang up." That was her first. She did not, and then you go ghost on the lady
the
when she's
whole
trying to
weekend.
until the night before. She's trying to come get a cake. You trying to come get you trying to come get a cake, and you still don't even respond till the evening before. Like, that's time. Like, you don't know, like you were saying, like, if she had other orders. Is baking her full-time thing, or does she do this like before and after work? And like, so she didn't have to work all day, now she at home chilling, and you like, hey, did you make my cake? So that, like, I'm not saying the customer is faultless. I'm just wondering, could the lady have like started, like, could she have, if she knew she was good for it, could she have went ahead and started the cake? But
She could have. She could have, but
she wasn't
I'm
obligated to.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then again, you never know what can happen, and just what if she did all that and the customer called back like, oh my gosh, like never mind, I don't need a cake. Now you've made a
Yeah.
whole cake and wasted all your materials.
Yeah.
That booking is a, well, sometimes it's a for sure, but most of the time it's a for sure. I'm gonna use this service.
Mm-hmm.
It's your lock in.
Yeah.
Most of the time they're
The
like,
payment shows
yeah,
that you're serious.
right, basically. So
Yeah.
that's how I feel
Customer was
about it.
definitely wrong. I just,
Hmm.
it was her fault for not paying when she said, when it was already an emergency order, and then going completely ghost until the night before you want the cake. That's also, that was, so I remember something.
What she say?
It's
Her
also,
phone was messed up.
yeah,
Is
but
that what it was? But you couldn't use nobody else's phone.
right. That's
Miss
when I
Loyal
had questions.
customer, and this was a rush. This was an
Like,
emergency cake to be done, and you
you
didn't think that you needed to double check and check in with the person who you are asking to rush an order or communicate with them, and you just expect them to, oh, just go ahead and make it because I'm a loyal customer, you know I'm good for it. No, that's like, that is being inconsiderate and no respect for that business. She don't respect you. And unfortunate that she had to lose a long time customer. But
Mhm.
if my customers or clients are gonna act like that and don't want to fall through or whatever, yeah, you're not my client. You're not my client. Um, yeah. Or to think that because you have been coming to me for a very long time that you deserve some type of treatment. Like, allow the business owner to do that and make that decision. You not
Don't just
entitled.
expect it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
So
the lady that wanted her lashes done.
Jeez, that was stupid.
Okay. All right. So we got another customer versus cook.
Jesus.
But yeah, this lady made an order and didn't come get it on time, so her order got sold. And yes. Can you open each one or no?
I can. So
Okay.
these are the text messages between the owner and
The client.
the client. Hope y'all can see these.
That's fine. We gonna read it anyway if they can't.
Okay. Who you want to be? You want to be the client? You want? Let's do this like it's a script.
Okay. It don't matter.
Let's see. I'll, who you want to be? The boss?
I
Go
can
ahead,
do
be the
that.
boss. Go ahead, go ahead. Let me be the petty one.
Okay, go for it. First of all, I just want to point out how she's even listed as a maybe at the in the contact. So like, was she not even sure from the beginning of this whole?
Oh no! So the maybe in an iPhone means
Oh,
that the person has probably
oh, it may be
called or contacted you before, and they
that.
haven't saved the number in there, and they're saying this may be so and so.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Because I'm
Hmm.
like that alone is crazy. Like you just weren't sure through this whole.
Ah,
Okay,
Lord.
okay, cool, 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 cool. All right, so hello. Oh, let's make sure I can see. Hello, I hope you're doing well. Your personal salad with no onions and your 3 pans of salad with everything on it is ready for pickup. Thank you for your business. I hope you enjoy. Heart emoji. There was no response, so she sent another message. Hey, I don't mean
Hmm.
to bother you, but do you have an update on your ETA to pick up your salad? It's almost an hour past your pickup time. I hope everything's okay. I don't want your salad to get all soggy and wet. I'll have to resell in about another 30 to 45 minutes. Please give me a call, hun. Thank you. And then she,
Hearted the pictures that have been sent. I have hearted the pictures that the lady sent who made the salads. Okay.
mhm.
So she responded on that. She hearted the pictures. Go ahead. Hey, I'm on my way. I was busy.
Hello, I do apologize, but I had to resell it to someone else. I close in 5 minutes. I am willing to remake it, but you will have to pay half.
Pay half for what? And what? You sold it.
You didn't pick up on time and would have okay, she skipped the letter. That's okay. You didn't pick up on time and I would have to use extra food to remake your order, meaning I would have to spend more money. It's just my policy for when someone fails to pick up or respond.
Okay, but you got paid twice for the same order. Oh, wrong one. Hmm.
Half price is my remake fee. I am always booked and slots are filled. I'd have to make I'd have to make extra time and spend more money for an inconvenience I try to avoid. I understand your frustration, but it'll be half price to remake.
Okay, no, I don't want a remake. So you can just refund me. Thanks.
I have a strict no refund policy. I'm sorry. Your order was made. You failed to pick it up.
So basically, you're telling me that I'm out of $90.
Unfortunately, yes, ma'am. You can get everything remade for $45.
I'm not doing all that. I'll just take you to small claims.
That's unfortunate. Blessings to you. Have a wonderful day. Love. Heart emoji.
And scene. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's another. That was another lack of communication. Like Shawty was asking, "Hey, you coming?" My only argument with the business owner, the lady that made the salads, My only problem with her argument is saying I would be out of ingredients and I'd be like out of money by remaking your order because, like the lady said, no, you just got paid for this same order twice. So technically, you're up. So just remaking her order would actually even her back out. So like let your rules be your rules. If you have a remaking fee no matter what, that's fine. Say that. If you have a no refund policy, that's fine. Say that. But don't be like, I'm gonna be out of money if I remake your order because no you're not. Because you literally got paid twice for one order.
Yeah, and
um
if you, since she gonna take you to small claims, you might, well, it's probably too late now, but I was gonna say that lady might want, if she has a website, to put that in a policy or something
yeah.
before going there, because yeah, she needs to set that in stone. Or look, let me tell y'all something, business owners, everybody needs a website or some type of something where you can do invoices or whatever
Create a
communication
paper
back and
trail.
forth. Yeah, because a lot of customers and clients do not read, and you have to make sure you have your back and your company's back, because you don't want to go into these situations where people taking you to court and things. So you need to make sure you're covered and that you have everything stated in your policies, in your rules, and all of that. Um, so like Dominic said, if $45 is your remake fee, period, that needs to be in your policy. Okay, you need to have a cancellation policy, and that needs to be in there. Okay, and I'm just telling you from experience because they will try you. They will try you. So make sure you're covering yourself, business owners.
Yeah. Like um and also the fact that she was pulling up 5 minutes to closing. Cause I'm like, I would say, we'll just, especially if it wasn't clarified and specified, like you said, like nowhere that I have a $45 remake fee, period. Then, like, at some point, I'd be like, just, especially since you got paid twice from one order, just go ahead and remake her order. But
Now I'm over here like I want to see if I could find,
the business,
and see if she has a
well,
website
if they doing all that communication through text,
through text message. Probably not.
that's
I
that's
don't
just an
like doing
assumption.
text message communicate. I need you to email me so I can have the communication trail.
Hmm.
Because I erase text messages. I just don't keep a lot of stuff on my phone. And so email is the best way to communicate with me. Um, even if you send me a text message, I'm like, I'm going to email you because yeah. And I just want to make sure I have all the information, all of the
Well,
communication.
that I understand, but some businesses, like even restaurants, they send you text messages, "Hey, your order's ready," or
Yeah, but
at least the places I order from. So
yeah,
I
that's
get
like
that.
delivery orders and stuff like that.
Well, even
They also
pick
got a
up.
website too.
Like I webs order through the website, but then I get text message confirmation, and your order will be ready at this time, and then pick up, and then
So, for business owners that do not have a website and they only operate through text message or email, then you need to create a document or something, a document stating all of your rules and all of the policy, whatever, and you need to send that
oh yeah, still that, yeah. I'm just talking
invoice.
about
Send
when
that. Oh,
I was just
okay.
talking about the communication part. I was like, I
Yeah.
can't all the way fault them for only communicating through text because sometimes that is like you do the initial communication through website or email or whatever, but then it
Mhm.
shifts to text. Um,
Yeah.
but all of it's still on the customer though because she did not respond because she could have easily been like, "Hey, I'm busy. I'm gonna be late picking my order up. I'll take it however it is." just don't resell it. I am still coming. But
Yeah.
she didn't even do that.
She said, I'm busy. Okay. Well, I am too. And somebody else got your salad.
Ouch. Yeah. You still looking for this business?
Mary Gotham, I know is the client.
That's what I
Unless
assume.
this is the client's text messages.
That wasn't clear to
No,
me.
no, no. It wouldn't be. No. Wait. No. This is the business owner's text messages. Cause her
Okay.
bubbles
Oh,
are
yeah.
in blue.
Got it.
Um.
Um, s- so that means the Mary Gotham was the client then.
Mhm. Yeah. Let's find you, Mary Gotham.
See if you was fussing about this salad lady so we can go find the actual salad lady.
Mhm. Well, I this look like it's gonna take some deep research, but
Oh yeah, we don't got to
um,
do that on here.
yeah. So, like I said, if you have a business and you're only communicating through text message, still cover yourself. You still can. You can send a picture of a document. You can, yeah, just cover yourself.
Oh yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
cover.
Um, yeah, I think. Well, yeah. So I think that's the only if it wasn't very clear that she has a remake fee, then I feel like she might have ended up having to just chalk it up and remake it. She probably should have just remake it or refund her. Well, no, she has a no refund.
Yeah,
She could have no. If she has a no refund, she has a no refund. Then she probably would have had to chalk it up and remake it. But that's still 5 minutes to closing though. So does that get her out of
yeah.
it, or does she have to stay late and remake her order? Like,
And
what
it's
is the?
like now she's being like she's I don't know. Because not only did you not communicate with me, you said you
Mhm.
was busy, and then I'm about to close now.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, what do you want me to do?
you weren't busy enough to like the salad pictures. Unless the
Like,
pictures came after the text messages. Like, you know how the pictures come in late or something.
mm
Um, and they actually were supposed to come in after that first text message. Maybe
but
she
even
liked them.
still, once she paused to like the message, she could have responded then, like, "Hey, I'm busy. I'm gonna be late. Don't
Yeah.
sell it. I promise I'm coming. Like, I'll take it however it is, but
Mm-hmm.
don't sell it. I'm coming." Like, I know a double tap is quicker than sending a text message, but if you had time to double tap, voice
And
text or something.
y'all, they both got Apple, so yes, you can voice, you can do audio, and it'll text what you say. Like it's
Yeah.
not. I don't know.
And
Like
but also if you know you're picking up an order and you realize, "Oh, I'm busy and I had a pickup time," like my brain tells me pause, let them know I'm coming. Like if cuz there's some places, so at least you were even able to have the communication to let the people know cuz like, you order from a restaurant, you can't text them, "Hey, I'm coming." Like that's automated.
right.
That's an automated system there. At least you even had the chance to tell her like, "Hey, I'm coming.
Yeah.
I'm just busy and running behind." Like,
And then if she, I feel like if she would have just let, because it looked like she ordered a lot, but if she would have
yeah,
just let it sit because she didn't come pick it up, then there would have been an issue of, oh, my salad is soggy. Well,
but I
you,
think she covered herself because she was saying, "I don't want your salad to get soggy." So I think that's where the business owner covered herself, letting you
yeah,
know, "Hey."
absolutely.
So if she'd have tried that, it'd have been like, "I told you that, and you were over an hour late. So that's why your salad was soggy."
Lord, y'all gotta learn how to communicate. I know people phone be in their hand all the time. Okay, it takes a couple seconds. Couple
especially when
seconds.
you know you got people waiting on you, or like, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Shoot. Let's see. Who we got next? Who we got next? Oh. Oh. So we have another video for y'all of a lady who took out her time to drive 4 hours to go get her hair done. And here's the video.
Me know how y'all would feel if y'all were this lady. She drove 4.5 hours to Atlanta, Georgia, 4.5 hours to go get her hair braided. And then I guess the braider canceled on her like 10 minutes before her appointment. Look at the messages. Good afternoon, ma'am. I have to reschedule your appointment because I'm not in the mood to do hair right now. My appointment is at 2 p.m., ma'am. I just drove 4.5 hours to you, and you're basically canceling me when I'm finna pull up in your driveway. I'm sorry for wasting your time, but today is just not a good day. I can do next week if you're available. Ma'am, I already paid my deposit to hold my spot. This is unbelievable. Just send my deposit back and don't worry about rescheduling. Shaking my head. I can't believe you wait 10 minutes before my appointment to cancel me. But peep what the braider said after. I'm not sending nothing back per my booking policy. You can get off my phone and enjoy that drive back. Oh, you want to play with my deposit after you already played with my appointment time and drive to get here? Okay, bet. Y'all, when I tell y'all my gabbers are flaccid, she said enjoy that drive back. Oh, ma'am, your whole business finna get canceled.
The whole business.
This.
And then she only 10. She said she was a couple minutes from your house. She know where you live. What if the girl was crazy and just decided to be
Now,
violent?
was it her house or her shop? She didn't. She just said, "I'm 10 minutes from your driveway."
Okay, wherever she's about to pull up to where
Either
you
way,
are.
she know where to find you.
And
Whether
the
you
fact
there
that you are
today,
being petty, you are saying you don't want to do her hair because you're not in the mood. That's not a reason.
it's not.
That's
Give
not a
me a real
reason at
one.
all.
Mm-mm.
4 hours.
You can't tell your boss I'm not coming in because I'm just not in the mood.
This is what I'm saying. Treat your all businesses the same. Like you would treat anything. You wouldn't dare tell your boss that.
I mean, I guess that's why you be like, well, that's why I work for myself. But still, like, you can't do that to people. This lady drove 4.5 hours. If
She
you
wouldn't
knew,
like if a client was like, "Oh, I'm gonna cancel my appointment because I'm not in the mood to get my hair braided by you."
she'd be mad because that's another head. She could have done somebody else's head in your spot. If it's braiders, they prep the hair, they pull the hair and all of that to get ready for your appointment. So that takes time. Like, she would be mad if she put in all that time to prep for an appointment and then 10 minutes before the appointment, I'm not coming. I'm not in the mood. It's just not a good day. Like,
4 hours.
and then you like, I can do you next week. This lady just told you she drove 4.5 hours. You expect her to make that drive again? To trust you enough to make that drive again after
To
you can't?
possibly say you not in the mood again,
That's like,
then I'm gonna have to fight you. Well, I'm gonna have to fight you now because what you're not, and then you're gonna say enjoy the drive back.
oh yeah, I'm not sending you nothing back. Enjoy that drive back. What? I
I,
don't understand.
it's like nobody knows how to be professional anymore.
Or
That's
consider
not
it.
Yeah, considerate
Either
or
one.
professional anymore. Like your personal feelings should not be in your business space.
You're not always
Like
gonna
you should
feel like
separate
doing.
that.
You gotta push through and do what you gotta do sometimes, even when you don't feel like it. And like, work is one of those things. Like, you've already made this commitment to somebody. This person has already paid money, and that's even like when we were talking about Lucky Day. That whenever that was, like, even if you're having a bad day, people still pay to come see you, and you've
Mm-hmm.
committed to be happy and be pleasant and give them a good experience. Like, you committed to do this lady's hair. You took her money, and if this is just not a good day, how long have you known this is just not a good day? Could you not have told her this hours ago? Just
4 hours ago before she got
like,
on the road.
did it all of a sudden 10 minutes before her appointment turn into not a good day? Did your mood just switch 10 minutes before her appointment, or were you already feeling off? How like I
I
don't
just don't
know.
understand.
This reminds me,
Understand.
like, just because like she traveled so far. This reminds me, there was this story. Actually, it was the lady I was telling you about that cooks food for her clients and braids their hair or does their hair whatever style.
Mhm.
Um, so she had actually talked to another like hair creator on TikTok or whatever, and they
Mhm.
had agreed to work together on a promo or link to do some content together. And like,
Okay.
I think she paid her. So the cooking braider, let's just call her that, even though that's not only, but like the
It's not.
hairdresser that cooks
Yeah.
paid the other content creator for like to do content with her.
Mhm.
And I think the content creator is located in Houston or something, or somewhere in Texas. The the cooking hairstylist is located in South Carolina. So
Okay.
she found out she was like, "Oh, it's convenient. My daughter's also in Texas, so I can make a trip of it. I'll come to do content with you and I'll also go see my daughter."
Mhm.
So she flies or drives. Either way, she travels from South Carolina to Texas,
Mhm.
doesn't hear from Shawty. She's like, "I'm here." No response. She was like, "Can you let me know if we're gonna do Friday or Saturday? I remember you said you weren't sure which one. I knew you were just be back in town or something." Like she was like, "Let me know which day, but I'm just letting you know I'm in town. Let me know which day so we can do the things."
Mhm.
No response. She didn't get a response until Saturday or whatever, and she was like, "Hey,
What was
I
the
just got back
excuse?
in town and I was like busy or whatever. But I thought we agreed on Sunday or something like that." Like she responded late. And then the lady that traveled in town to work with her, she was like, "Oh, well, my flight leaves today." So, and she's like, "I was asking you which day." Like I kept following up. She's like, "I understand if you're busy, you could have just told me that." And she's like, "No, we didn't agree on a day. You told me which days would work, and I was asking you which one did you prefer."
Send me my
But
money back.
pretty much, she was like, and I don't even know if she asked for it back. And she was like, "I'm just disappointed and my feelings are hurt because I came all the way out here." And she was like, "What, you said you were coming out here anyway to see your daughter." And then she was like, "No, I made a trip of it because you're close by my daughter, and my daughter's on an army base close by. So of course, if I come to town, I'm gonna go see my baby as well. But I was coming to work with you."
That was the priority.
Yeah, and I was just like, "You." They eventually worked it out. Like,
Ain't I,
no, 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 no. They didn't work together. The girl sent her money and gave her an apology.
oh,
That
okay.
when I say worked it out, that's what I mean.
Oh, oh.
No, like the content creator, because at first she got on there all rah rah, like, "No, that's not even defending herself. That's not even how it went down." But then she like they communicated. She realized that she was actually wrong. She didn't communicate, and even if she was busy, she should have been more clear in her communication. She should have actually responded. And she took accountability. She apologized and sent that lady her money back. But I'm just like, that's crazy. Like, that lady spent that money. At least she got to see her daughter, but she went out there to work with you. She gave you
Yeah.
money to work with you. Then you ghosted her, hit her up the day she's leaving or the day before she's leaving, and then got her out here looking crazy and feeling crazy. But yeah. So that's actually another customer service thing. Like, I don't understand why
All
you
of
lock it.
these situations have been the issue has been communication.
Yeah, yeah.
Communication. Either you not responding or you responding ungratefully or you know what
Late
I'm
or
saying. Yeah, it's just communication. 4 hours. I'm
That's
I'm just
crazy.
still thinking about the 4 hours and then the Houston, South Carolina. Like these aren't no next door
They're not.
trips, like up the street trips. Like these are hours.
Yeah.
Hours. South Carolina to Houston?
Or somewhere in Texas, but I think Houston. But yeah. Either way, South Carolina to Texas, period.
Because from North Carolina to Texas, that's 15 hours.
Yeah.
So South Carolina right under us. So thankfully, thank God that her daughter is down there. She got to at least, you know.
See her daughter.
But
But other than that, it would have been a waste of trip. And then it's still like it
and I
wasn't.
would have had you to pay me for my gas and give me my
Yeah,
money back.
whether she drove or flew, either way, that's still uh yeah. Cause to fly, well, we had layovers and stuff.
Yeah.
No, we didn't. Did we have a layover? We flew straight to Houston. I'm thinking of
Did we?
Mexico.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a direct flight to Houston. But
Yeah.
still, like, is there an airport in South Carolina, or do they have to fly to Charlotte?
That's a great question. I don't know. I'm sure there's an airport in South Carolina. I just don't know it. It's probably not a well known.
Yeah.
Uh,
If there isn't though, so then you even factor that in. Drive to Charlotte, or is Georgia closer? Either way, you have to fly to the next closest place with an airport, and then you have to fly, and then you get there, and the person is ghosting you, and you don't hear from them until it's time for you to leave. When y'all have communicated, like you've communicated, because matter of fact, she said like even like the whole booking thing, like they were still in communication, like kind of discussing what they were going to do up until like it wasn't just, oh, let's work together, lock it in, and then you don't hear anything. It's like they had some communication. So
for these
then you
people that be like, oh, well, my phone was broke or I was busy. Let me see your phone. Let me see if you actually contacted anybody over this
Mhm.
past weekend.
Yeah.
Let me see if you did. Your boyfriend, your man, your business partners. So you've looked at the darn phone. You mean to tell me you didn't see my text? Now, I know some people just let their text messages build up, but you still got them notifications.
Yeah, and then if you know somebody's coming into town like for you, you should know to be on the lookout. If you know somebody has placed an order or you've placed an order with someone, you should be on the lookout for any updates regarding that. Like I feel like certain things, even if you are a person that lets your messages build up, certain cases, there's a possibility somebody's gonna message you about what you're already communicated about. So then check your phone. There are quite a few airports in South Carolina. It just depends on where. There's Greenville, there's Charleston, Myrtle Beach has one, Columbia. So,
Oh, because I was going to say maybe the bigger cities there.
but then there was like a long list of some other ones. So yeah,
Uh,
probably like the smaller ones where the people that fly their own planes.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, either
Yeah,
way, yeah.
guys, communications. Like I said, everybody keep their phone in their face. Well, not everybody, but keep their phone in their face or get a notification or something. Just respond better.
Hmm.
Respond better. Okay, let's see what we got. This is our last one. This
Oh
is
yes.
a Burger King situation.
So um, what had happened? Okay, a lady. She she went to a Burger King to get it was this was back in July, 4th of July, after they saw the fireworks and stuff. They went to go get some food. They pulled up to one Burger King, and it was like a car full of like six people or something. So she needed a minute. She's like, "Okay, can I get a second?" And they paused for a little bit, and then the lady taking her order just was like, "Have a nice day." Didn't let her order. So she pulls up to the window and she was like, you didn't even let me order. You didn't give me a chance to order. And she's like, I told you I needed a second. And she's like, I gave you a second. And I was just like, Lord, lady. So that was her first
Got to give you
interaction.
these hands. Giving you these hands.
That was her first interaction. So then she goes to another one, and the guy lets her order, and she's ordering. And to me, he did let her order and get all her orders out. To me, it sounded like he was getting a little impatient and had an attitude because it's like she's ordering and he's not saying anything, and she's still ordering. And then he finally pauses and he's like, "Wait, you wanted a what?" And then she repeats herself, and then he's like, "Okay, and what else?" And like he just kept doing that till the end of her order. But he took her whole order. She didn't have anything bad to say about his customer service.
Oh,
It just sounded to me like he was, because she was like, he took my order with no problem and blah blah blah. And I was like, it sounded like he was annoyed with
he
you
got a
too,
little,
man.
yeah, yeah, he was.
um, but he did at least let her get through her order and like let her order and didn't snap at her like that.
Yeah.
Um And then later, the lady that didn't even let her order had the nerve to get online and have a response and just was talking about how, well, I was short staffed because I had two people already call out, and then I was just exhausted from already dealing with people like you all day. And then she was like calling her all kinds of
Out of her
names,
name. Mm-hmm.
like just cussing and yeah, calling out all kinds of crazy stuff. And then she brought in, I guess, some, so because I've never seen this lady before, but apparently she was involved in some kind of scandal at some point because she was like, "You need to leave that man alone and let him go back to his family." And I'm like, what does that have to
Oh, the
do with
lady
her
that was
ordering?
ordering. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and
I
I was
guess
like,
she
what?
could see her through the drive-through, and
Yeah.
she
So
recognized the lady.
yes, and so the lady that was trying to order was like, maybe that was probably part of her attitude, part of her problem with me and why
Had to
she wouldn't
be.
let me order. But my thing is like, what does that have to do? Let
It
that
has
lady
nothing
order.
to do with you. She don't even know you, and you don't even know her. Why?
And apparently they said like, because then of course that lady that was doing all the cussing and like all that, she pulled her video down because a lot of people went to go see it and they can't find it. But they were saying like the ones that did get to see it, I think no, the one that posted her experience, she was saying like in her video, in her rant, she was like, and I didn't have time for no low level orders and no $1 and $2 cheeseburgers. I was only taking high value orders that day. But then if you see the video, the lady ordered a couple
There's
different
high
Whoppers.
value orders at Burger King.
Well, I guess like instead of like the dollar cheeseburger, like Whoppers and double Whoppers, like they were.
Girl, by man.
But the thing is, they actually ordered, like they ordered a double bacon Whopper.
They
They
ordered
like
a
they ordered,
lot.
yeah. So like that was dumb. Um, but yeah, like I don't know where that lady. I hope corporate saw it and like I'm never. When I'm not gonna say never. I'm not trying to get people out of jobs, but some people,
Need to.
yeah. And whether you got a social media problem with that lady or not, like that has nothing to do with her pulling up at Burger King. You serve that lady.
Don't make any
And
sense.
yeah,
Mm-mm. Yeah. My question is because I've never been like a server at the window. Um, like because for me and Dominique, when you're not saying anything, um, you're either waiting for me to stop talking or you just trying to figure out what's going on. But when you come back and be like, "Wait, what did you say?" Like, what was you doing that whole time that you was? Because he paused for a long time, and we'll put the video in the description. But he paused for a while.
he was probably still putting in, like searching for whatever she had just said. So he was probably, some people can't multitask like that. So
Well, you don't need
he
to be
was
working
still
at the window.
okay. But in my brain, like if somebody say, okay, can I get a double cheeseburger and a Whopper and two large fries, he might have still been on double cheeseburger, like looking for the toppings that was supposed, like if they wanted it a certain way,
Yeah.
looking for
But
that.
it was
So he
like
didn't
she
even
didn't
hear.
even do it fast. She didn't even tell him
She
fast.
didn't. She
She
didn't.
broke
I'm
down
just saying.
each one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm just
Shoot.
saying, like when you say what are they doing, like some people, like if they're searching for if they're actively searching for one thing, they might not
Mm-hmm.
hear what you said after that one thing they're still searching for. Like that's why I'm super patient, and because I'm I ain't gonna give you no reason to have no attitude and do something to my food neither.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah.
um, yeah, like I understand not everybody processes everything super fast, and you never, so like him even having that pause didn't bother me. Is
It was
only
like,
my
hold
only
on,
issue
wait a
with,
minute. What he say?
yeah,
Wait a
that, and
minute.
I'm
Hold
like,
on.
wait,
I'm like, well, you paused that long. I thought that you had it.
yeah. Yeah, but I don't listen. I don't mind repeating myself if that means my stuff is going to be right.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was just crazy. The lady had I gave you a second. Like, ma'am, ma'am, that is not how that works. Everybody knows a second don't mean a second.
Yeah. That's yeah, keep the personal stuff at home. This is a place of business. That
And
had
Burger
nothing to do
King,
with you. She did not know you, and you
mm-mm,
don't know her. And just something
mm-mm,
that you've seen on social media. Like, that's crazy to me. That's crazy
absolutely.
to me. Uh, well, y'all, that's all the stories of all these
Yeah,
crazy people.
I can't think of no more.
um, I don't know. It again. Everybody needs to learn how to communicate. Everybody needs to learn some level of customer service, um, and how to deal with certain situations, and how to keep calm. Like, you don't have to get angry so fast or mad and have to show your other side. Okay, just have some patience, have some grace with people, and yeah, that's why you win the job. Okay, that's what it requires. You know this, so do
If
what
not,
you
if
have to
it's
do to calm down and do the job.
or if you're not built for it, your temperament is not for that type of scenario, then go do something else.
Basically,
Like I know some people is like, well, I gotta work where I can get a job. Well, then fix your attitude if you know this is all you got. But
yeah,
either that or go find something else to do.
yeah. Because again, like a lot of these people, it look like they running into nice people. But then what if you run into a person that has time that day
Yeah.
that want to act just like you? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, people are doing crazy stuff nowadays, and
Also that.
you never know what people are going through or how they feeling or what time they on that day, and
Yeah.
your attitude can set them off. Everybody just need to be careful. Like, think before reacting. Okay,
Hmm.
think before reacting. But yeah, yeah, yep. That's it. That's all.
Hmm.
What we got? Oh, this is a business spotlight. This is a business spotlight. And it's echoey in here too, so my voice is
Oh man, just bouncing off all the walls.
okay. Bounce, bounce off the walls. All right, who's the
Lord.
business spotlight for today? Who we got? Who we
Today,
got? Who we got? Who we got? Bring them out. Bring them out. Bring them out. Go ahead.
today's business spotlight is, we've been talking about bad customer service, but we gonna flip it back around and talk about somebody with some great customer service. I know from personal experience. Today's business spotlight is Miss Cynthia Phifer, also affectionately known as Pastor C. She is an ordained minister and certified transformational life coach. She has helped many to break out of negative cycles to go on to live vibrant, fulfilling, and successful lives. She is a speaker. She is an author. She's a minister. She co-pastors a church with her husband in Burlington, Truth Deliverance Church. But she's also a business owner, and she
Come on.
has two that we are spotlighting. It's Cycle Breakers for Life and Events Extravagance and more. Events Extravagant and more. We mentioned them a couple episodes ago. Events Extravagance. They say we can facilitate and decorate your event to your heart's intention, specializing in balloon decor, table decor, and certain floral decor needs. Hosting, setup, and takedown. We will be the group that will have your event trending. They do a very good job. I've had a few events decorated by her and her team. My 30th birthday party was one of them. She did my mom's 50th birthday party. They've done a banquet for my parents. They've done a couple other things at church. I've seen her work in like the city park. They have this big event for autism or something like that. I don't want to, but like she does the decorations for that. It's like she's really good at what she does. Them huge balloon arches and characters that you see people do. They do that. They do like the formal decor with the drapes and the. Oh, my brother's wedding also. um, yeah. So like she does a really good job, but she's also not just the decor and stuff, but they also I think they make products like t-shirts and cups and stuff. If you are a follower of Faith Over Logic, once upon a time there were some tumblers floating around. Shout out to Events Extravagant
I
for
got
that.
one. Nah, 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 nah.
um, yeah, but and then like I also mentioned previously, planning and coordinating also really good at that as well. So you can hit her up for that. Cycle Breakers for Life is a Christian based platform for weekly life sessions on Facebook, life coaching and counseling. Cycle Breakers for Life is here to counsel, coach, mentor, coach and mentor you as you start your journey to a new you. And like I said, she does speaking engagements, motivational speaking. She has events. They have an event coming up. It's an empowerment conference called Reignite, the comeback after the setback. If you want
Come
more
on now.
information on that,
Holly.
that is be on. You can find that on Facebook and I'm sure on her website. She has a few books. One books and journals is Becoming Intentional. That is a 21-day heart reflection journal and planner. She has Culture Shock. That is a living intentional guided self help and 21-day devotional. Living Intentional is a journal and goal setter. Ouch, which stands for Overcoming Undeniable Church Hurt. That is a living intentional guided self help and 21-day devotional as well. Reignite is a 60-day prompting journal, and then there is also change manifestation journal. And she also just launched a Cycle Breakers for Life empowerment newsletter, which is packed with inspiration, scripture, and practical tools. It is a monthly newsletter that will be your go-to resource for breaking free and stepping into the life God has for you. So a whole lot of good things like books, journals, her weekly lives. She has a podcast. I don't know if I put the name of it. I put it somewhere. I lost it in all of my things. But she has a
Not gonna
podcast.
put it in the discreet.
Yeah. um yeah, she has a podcast. You can find the link to that on her website on social media and we will include it. So yeah, you can find all of her stuff. A lot of ways to like learn from her and grow and better yourselves. So like I said, find her on Facebook and Instagram, Cycle Breakers for Life and Events Extravagance and more. So get your events decorated, get you some balloons and whatnot. She also does like gifts. I know quite a few of my Valentine's Day gifts from my dad, or at least a couple of them have come from her. Really cute, good quality. And Yeah, get your events coordinated, get your stuff decorated, and get you some empowerment and inspiration. Shout out to her. Book her for your next
Shout
event.
out to Miss Cynthia. Yeah. That was the business spotlights.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure y'all check her out. Okay,
Mm.
hit her up. She does a very, very good job. Okay.
Yeah.
We appreciate y'all checking us out again. Hey Fave, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you share with everyone. And we'll see y'all on the next episode. Peace
Absolutely.
out.
Bye.
Bye.